to bring you a rich variety of experiences. The thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of lifelong learning. This is the 2016-2017 Wide World of YPO New England.
We will have a seventh game in this 1975 World Series.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Hunter on the move, racing back, it's over his head, it's gone, it's into the bullpen, this game is tied, David Ortiz!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the greatest show in sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
My greatest memory about sports is it was 1984, November. I was on the floor of my family room watching TV with my brother, and we watched the Flutie to Phelan. Boston College beats Miami, and right then and there I knew I wanted to go to Boston College.
The 2004 World Series for the Red Sox.
2004 Boston Red Sox.
Back to full. Red Sox fans have long to hear.
Starting back in when Dave Roberts stole second.
Roberts is going. Posada's throw. Roberts. Safe.
Same year my son was born, and we were actually going to call him John Henry for a while. And I'm really glad we ended up with Will because they won that year, and had we named him John Henry, it just would have been a little weird.
The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Our greatest sports memory is probably the Super Bowl.
In Arizona.
We were pretty lucky.
The recent Super Bowl victory by the New England Patriots.
We thought we weren't going to get a chance to cheer.
But the Patriots won.
And we cheered a lot around a lot of Seahawks fans.
And we were from Seattle, so it was bittersweet, but Patriots won.
No, there was no bitter. I mean, it was just all sweet.
A little bit.
No bitter. Not even this much. It was sweet.
A little bit. But we were happy the Patriots won.
Super Bowl.
It's an interception to win the game.
Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
My greatest memory about sports is the 1998 first women's Olympic hockey team game. And I remember watching that and being so impressed by all of the women that were out there that had worked so hard in a sport that had never really gotten recognition before.
Julian scores.
Other than work or family, my greatest victory, I would say, is learning the Spanish language. Allowed me to live and work in Spain, have a whole new group of friends.
Definitely running the Boston Marathon in 2014.
The first triathlon that I won when I was doing triathlons full time.
January 1st, 2014, my mother passed away, and I was running in her memory.
Pinning the Class 4A state champion my senior year.
I was a competitive swimmer, and my relay team and I qualified for nationals and got to go to nationals.
Losing 50 pounds and being in better shape than I've been since I was in my early 20s.
My greatest victory was actually overcoming a weight problem.
Starting a first women's hockey team in Orlando, Florida in early 2000 and being part of the first Florida Women's Hockey League Association that was created back then in Florida.
The day of the marathon, my dad was there, and he was in Wellesley waiting for me at the halfway point, and I knew he was there. So as I'm running through Wellesley, I'm looking for him, and I can't find him, and for some reason, I turn around, and there he is, and I run back, I give him a kiss, and turn around, trying not to start crying in the middle of the marathon, and I finished the marathon. It was a great moment for me.
Your 2016 Boston Marathon winner, Hatsene Baisa, wins the Boston Marathon.
My agony of defeat was coming home April 1997 and hearing that my father was ill and that we weren't going to be playing golf much longer together.
My first year playing soccer.
My agony of defeat is just simply not winning. I hate not winning.
Made the breakaway so successfully, and then I kicked it, and I kicked it right at the goalie, She caught it.
He's a poor sport. It's just
None of them a great sport. I'm just not a great loser.
he doesn't like to lose, so that's.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
can't remember what my answer is, but I agree with his answer for him.
Has to be first day of winter, snow coming down, Boston, putting the jacket on, pulling it out of the closet.
Michael Jordan, and constantly keeping my New York Knicks from winning the title.
I used to be a weatherman. And at one point when I was doing that, I actually dropped the F-bomb on the air. And that was a pretty big defeat because I thought I was going to get kicked right out of doing that job forever.
My agony of defeat would be the Boston Red Sox 1986 loss when the ball went through Bill Buckner's legs.
1986, Game 6.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
He could go all the way.
So when he could go all the way, I can't help but think of Chris Berman, have to think of ESPN.
I think he could.
Go.
Oh,
The
wait.
football.
Fast, kickoffs,
Every time.
touchdowns.
I think about one thing only. O.J. Simpson and his partner in a white Bronco driving down the road.
I can't help but go to Meatloaf Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights by Meatloaf. That song, particularly for my wife Amy, she always listens to that song. I can't stand Meatloaf, but that was the first thing that came into my head when I heard that line.
It's where they've got the soundtrack. He's rounding first, he's rounding second, he could go all the way.
There's a line shot up the middle. Look at him go. This boy can really fly. He's rounding first and
He could go all the way. I think about every time growing up, I was with my buddies and we would be out trolling bars for girls. No, retake.
Maybe somebody's getting lucky, could go all the way, I don't know.
I think, I still think about sex.
He could go all the way. I think about a high school boy getting to have sex for the first time.
I think something's wrong with that quote. It should say, she could go all the way.
We can do anything we want to do in anything in life, really, not just sports.
Yes, I think about sex. No, I'm gonna think about something else. I'm still thinking about sex. I don't know what else to think about.